Right. Good morning, everyone, and happy Women's Day to all. International Women's Day, Vishaka, Ritika, Atisha. A very happy Women's Day to all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and happy Women's Day to you too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So happy to have all of us here. Indeed, a great opportunity to interact with you all as well. So at the onset, we have, completely different categories of women working across in different sectors. So we've had Atisha, Ritika, and Vishaka with us today to really share their journey and how they've been able to really reach to where they are today. So just before we start, I'm just going to share up a brief about them as well. So we have Ritika as with us. So Ritika is an HR professional who's been working for over 5 years and has about 5 years of experience, I think now even more. And she's right now currently working with Naukri.com as a senior executive. She's been working, completely with a lot of diligence and been also been constantly been awarded for her outstanding contributions. She's also been appreciated by for her community services as well. She's a member of governing council of a youth driven age, which is the UK Foundation since 2013. She's not only adding value to her organization, she's also associated also with her fellow students still. And in fact, of course, a very proud moment because we have our alumni here who's actually started her journey to start in the similar domain by participating in several panel discussions. And we have her today as well, also with us. She strongly believes that, in collaboration and peer learning. So welcome, Ritika, and happy Women's Day here along with us. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Firstly, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Wish you a very happy Women's Day to all the people who are listening to us as well. Hi, everyone. I'm a passed out of Jim Skalkaji from 15-17 batch, and I took HR as major in my career. I was very much inclined towards the human resources. So I was very much sure from the starting itself that yes, I want to go for this field, and that's why I took HR. I was like, I would not deny to this fact that I was in somehow dilemma that let's go for finance as well. So I asked the dean at that time that can I take HR or finance as a major, and then he told me both the fields are quite contradictory, so we cannot go for it.
Yeah.
So I took HR as major. Then I started my career with a startup first. I was looking after the recruitment sections. Then I moved up to Naukri. And currently I am working for Naukri like since 3.5 years, been awarded many a times as a best newcomer and all. I really like the best thing about my current organization is that they always appreciate what I'm doing. That's the best thing. And if I talk about myself in this go, like I really love traveling, exploring places. I love food. I'm very much foodie. So that's the weakness about me. And I really want to work hard always and keep myself always fueled up that yes, I want to achieve something. Kind of a very much happy-go-lucky person I am. So that's all about me. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Lovely, Ritika. In fact, this is an interesting moment because I've also had an opportunity to interact with you while you were, of course, as a student with us. So some great memories are actually flashing back into my mind as well. And I know that how difficult it is to really choose between finance and HR, but I'm glad that whatever you've chosen, you are happy and you've been going well with it. Excellent choice, HR. And in fact, what a brand to work with them, with a Naukri.com. So very, very good to hear. So
Thank
that's Ritika with us. So let's speak to Atisha as well. So Atisha is a real estate professional. She has about 10 years of experience in investment banking and advisory. Of course, she will also tell us more about her journey, but she's currently working as a manager with JLL as the senior member of the capital markets team of North India, in fact. And she's focusing on, a lot of transactions related to fundraising, structured financing, private equity for developers and corporates. She actually started her journey with us in from the batch of 9/11, 2009-11 batch in the infrastructure project finance team. And she spent about almost close to, she shared about 3.5 years with two promotions. Initially, She was working with CBRE for a complete period of 3 years, and then she rose to, a different middle management role. And of course, in the last 3 years, if I'm correct, she's been also been working with JLL. So she's been a part of our GIMS family as well, and extremely proud to have you, see the progress that you've made, Atisha, from CBRE to JLL, and now to a senior management. Very interesting journey, and I would love to hear more about it from you. Why don't you tell us about your journey, Atisha?
Thank you, ma'am. So happy Women's Day to you and everyone who's listening, all the women. Interesting journey. I'm a science background. So for me, all this debit credit was always confusing. And if you ask me, I may take a minute right now also. But having said that, I knew that HR, sorry Ritika, but yeah, HR I thought was boring at that point in time. So I thought I'm not going to know HR. Now between marketing and finance, of course, I took both. And fortunately, Shrey was, I think, one of the first companies in campus that year, and with a 100%, finance profile, which an aspirant, finance aspirant would want. So I think that was, I just got lucky that year that we had Shrey coming in, and I think that was the first time Shrey came in and took 4 of us, and there was a whole management trainee program they had. So so I think that's about it. It was just that I didn't want to do HR. I started between finance and marketing. I just started finance. And then I think it grew on me. I mean, the whole, talking about crores, 100 crores, 50 crores, I think all of that just grew on. So this is, and of course you pick up. So being a science graduate, in fact, I think it's very easy. Once you know that you want to do it, you spend time, you learn in both your profession and of course in the personal life also. So that's about me on professional level. Personally, I've been married for about 2.5 years. I am currently residing in Gurgaon, and just because my office is near, and that's the logic. My families are in Noida. So, but yeah, so for convenience, I'm in Gurgaon. In terms of what I like to do, I normally like to travel. Like Ritika, but a little different. I have a specific, so I would do all the safaris, so I've seen Ranthambore, I've gone to Jim Corbett, I've done Gir. So I'm a little wildlife animal person. So I'd spend more time there. And recently, during the lockdown, since we had a lot of time at hand, I started spending a lot of time doing yoga. So just a recent interest. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay, excellent. We've all found a recent interest, Atisha, I can tell you, in the last 1 year, wherein the pandemic has brought us several, different ways of looking at not just, a life at work, but actually looking at it from several different perspectives. And I think that holds true for all of us there. But interesting and very inspiring indeed, because I know that, as you said that, debit and credit also might probably not be very clear, but then you learn with experience, and that's the interesting part. And then, there's nothing really that you put your mind to that you won't be able to achieve. And that's something that I totally believe. So yeah, interesting, very, very interesting and inspiring, Atisha. Okay, so we will now speak to our third panel member, Vishaka. Vishaka, welcome. So I can see that you are already looking preoccupied, and I can feel that you've already been traveling and you've been able to take out the time to speak to us right now.
Yeah.
So life has been busy always, but yeah, this busy, which is, interesting, but still we are all able to manage very well. So Vishaka with us has been from our batch, from 17-19 batch. And right now she is working with Reckitt Benckiser, and she's now, of course, while as a student, I've had some great experiences and memories about, sharing the time with her. Why don't you tell us more about yourself, Vishaka?
Sure, ma'am. Hi, guys. Happy Women's Day. It seems I'm very junior from everyone. They have a lot of experience. I have only 2.5 of experience.
So what is important is that now you're on your journey, and that's why we kept it a good.
I feel very obliged to speaking with you guys. So here I'm sharing, here I'm giving my introduction. As you know my name, I am Vishaka Verma. And mythologically, the meaning of my name is unconquered, a person who is not easily defeatable. And I believe it describes me at its best. Right now, I am currently working in Reckitt Benckiser as a territory sales in charge. Reckitt came to our college at the first time in 2017, and I was the only one who got placed there. After having 2.5 years of experience, in few months, I'm going to start my own business. It is already under construction. I'm going to open my mushroom plant. Yes,
Lovely.
yes, ma'am.
So you're not junior from any perspective.
Yeah, I'm going to start my own business soon.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
And I too belong to a science background. So MBA, but still MBA was a good choice for me.
Okay.
I found lucky myself. And ma'am, I'm 2 times national player in judo champion. National
Okay.
player in judo, yeah.
Excellent. So good to hear, Vishaka. So as you
And
said
I
that,
recently become Mrs. from Miss.
Oh,
Just 3
excellent.
months.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much, ma'am.
Yeah. So indeed a moment that, you need to get the right appreciation from the other half, your husband, and you must tell him to give the treatment that you deserve.
Yeah.
So your very first year of experiencing that. So lovely to hear that news, Vishaka. So tell me that in 2.5 years, you just said that, we were all seeming as more senior. But tell me, I'm suddenly feeling that I'm a little old because in 2.5 years, you already had some fantastic experience working with Reckitt Benckiser and now also starting up with your own
On
business.
business.
So how do you think all of that started?
Ma'am, there was a reason why I did my MBA and why I get into sales. I wanted to understand business very, very closely. So that in few years I'm going to open of my something of my own.
Okay, so
So luckily I found business class husband, but he's into construction. But I'm gonna start something of my own with
in a few months as well.
in a few months, right?
Excellent. Wishing you good luck. Wishing you good luck.
I wanted to understand business very, very closely. So that in few years I'm going to open of my something of my own.
Wishing you good luck. Wishing you good luck. So tell me, Ritika and Atisha, so what are your plans? What is your mission really? How do you look at it being able to achieve for yourself? I'll start with Ritika first.
I am really looking out as a promotion. My promotion is due. So I'm really looking out for that first. And I really want to become a team leader now because I want to lead a team because I really believe that now I hold that much experience. At least now I can lead a team because our workforce is approximately 80% of the women. So I really want to lead such kind of organization which really wants who really wishes to understand the basic needs of a woman, who always promote women. The all kind of changes a woman goes through in their life, our organization understand that.
So, I mean, I can't even imagine when you were being interviewed and you might be thinking that my seat is already feeling threatened.
Exactly.
And you were still able to clear that interview. But I'm sure that, he found that, you had that passion to really reach, and you are, of course, doing a great job at Naukri right now. How about you, Atisha? What do you really seek to achieve as a short term and in the long run?
Already a senior member of the team. Now it's only my boss. So it'll be a little too soon if I tell him that I want to replace you. So, but yeah, my intent is to grow more. So investment banking mostly is about relationship building. Both sides. One side is your investor base and the other side is the people you're raising funds for. So I think more in terms of relationship building, I need to be known individually as well as, of course, a JLL employee. That's what I want, at least in the next 2-3 years. And so in terms of the career progression, I think my next step would be to one of the funds, which is, I mean, the big names that you hear. I don't know if that's going to be possible in the next 4-5 years, but that's what at least I am aspiring for. The big names that you hear, I don't know, Brookfield and Blackstone, if people are aware of. So maybe something of that league, because from valuation, I wanted to do a transaction, which is investment banking. And now my next progression, which mostly is an obvious progression for a lot of people, is going to a fund side and actually deploying money. I mean, if there is work at 9, there's a presentation at 12 at 10 in the morning tomorrow, you got to work or in the evening, because otherwise the competition is going to come and, give a pitch and they might just win over the client. So it is demanding and it's odd hours, it's weekends. So But I think you learn to live with it. You know that this is, if I've picked up, it's a choice. So I know that I've chosen this, and that's how it is. It's not only I am doing it. I think everybody in the industry who's in this field is somehow managing it. So I've understood that's how it's going to be. I may not get a Sunday, but then I may just get a Monday.
Yeah, right now my all focus is my career, and on weekends I chilled out with my friends, and also there is not as such a multiple goals currently I'm playing off. So it's only just my career where my focus is currently there. So I would not be the correct person to answer this question, I would say.
That's the beauty of, being a woman, because the multitasking, I think it's in us. And it really runs in the energy that we come across with. And I think every single person who I've come across with working and, of course, managing work front and home front, I think is able to manage multitasking a lot. So a lot of responsibilities coming your way for most of you. But tell me, so what kind of women have really inspired you, Ritika? Would you like to tell me what kind of women have inspired you on this career path?
The word which you used, multitasker.
Mhm.
Women I have I've seen since my childhood, I would say my mother. I have seen a multitasker at my home. I have seen how to manage everything, the personal life, the professional front, everything. I've always seen her, how beautifully she manages. And I've never seen that she has left any sort of complaints from our end that, okay, fine, mama, you've missed that because of your this work or something, managing the relatives, family, everything she has managed very beautifully.
So why don't you tell and share with us, Atisha, that who do you think is your trailblazer and your real role model?
So as I was mentioning, I come from a business family, so not a lot of examples at home, because I don't know. It's not that people were. I think it was just by choice that a lot of women in my household, since we are business families, do not really step out for a career. Money gives you, I don't know, fortunately, unfortunately, but it does give you power.
Your real role model. It could be from your colleagues, your family. Who's your role model, Vishaka?
Ma'am, like everyone has her mother, my role model is also my mother. She's also a businesswoman. She's handling her own gold showroom.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
So that's where the entrepreneurial spirit is coming.
Yes,
We know
ma'am.
that.
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Being a woman, do you think you are facing some issues?
Yes, ma'am, extremely. Like जैसे अभी मैंने अभी अपना मशरूम का प्लांट स्टार्ट कर रहा है. So I met many consultants. I visited many factories, and everyone is like, ये लड़की है 25 साल की कैसे संभालेगी? Everyone is like that only. Husband के साथ आपको भी संभालना पड़ेगा.
Preconceived notions, huh?
I don't know why people behaving. वो भी 25 साल के वो संभाल सकते तो why won't I?
So that's exactly.
I feel sometimes I need to prove everyone every time, every day.
Yeah.
I have faced this. I would not disclose the name of the organization. I went for an interview once. I got selected almost, and we discussed the compensations, and they just said that by tonight your offer will be released and something. And then later on the next morning, I get a call saying that your position has been your offer has been kept on hold for some time. We will get back to you. And in 5-10 days, I get to know that the boy has some other boy has replaced this. Pay disparity is really very common in corporates. So paid disparity, I think that's the major thing which we even faces.
So my work is basically real estate and finance, both the fields where you see less of women and both male-dominated fields. So I think by 10 years you get used to it, Ritika. You stop caring, you ignore. I think that's what happens, but it does happen. So a couple of times when I had gone on site visits, because it's real estate, so you have to see the building, as simple as that. You have to see the market. So when you go out, people will ask you, would you be able to do it? Do I need to send somebody with you? I think it's initial couple of years. And even finance, for that matter, I think when you're sitting in front of, the CFOs and the heads, I feel, nobody's saying it on my face, but I feel it's on their mind the way, they're talking to me, possibly because what will she tell me?
We've always treated education to be taken up only by women majorly, where, so the 1:10 ratio is where there are, of course, the ratio of women is 9 here. And that's how the families are also, used to still look at the concept that women need to get into education. You're getting married, you're going to start a family, get into education, you'll be able to get more time. I think that's how it started with me in my life. And of course, my mother always wanted me to, become a professor. That's how it started in my life. And I feel that the notion has changed, of course, but still the numbers haven't really increased so much. And the ratio is still almost about, 1:10 ratio is still applying. So, which means we still have a long way to go till we start saying that, education can also be taken up by everyone. So, it could also be male dominated. On the contrary, it could also be, women dominated, or perception is that education really needs to be taken up more by the women. And so that also has to change, as a concept in itself. And where we can actually start saying that it can actually be taken care by both personalities.
Sometimes I feel that I agree with Ritika. So what we start doing as women is think that no, I have to manage home, I have to take care of the in-laws, or I mean the families, or then kids. My biological clock is also so much in conflict with my career clock, because I think that's what somehow it goes.
Yeah.
So try and burden ourselves more, and that, so it's like, I would mentally start telling myself that no, maybe this is not the position I may want to aspire for, because this will come with 10 more responsibilities. So let me be here and be complacent and manage 3-4 things. I think this is a choice. So I not comment on whether you want to do it or you don't want to do it. On a personal level, it just gets hard. I mean, on my 2 cents on this is it gets hard if you try putting these things and try, telling yourself these are the barriers. If you tell yourself it's okay, between the two of us, we'll manage.
So we're really talking about, you want to reach to the top. Of course, you believe in yourself, but you also need to have the support system, people telling you, moving with you, pushing you. And especially, if you're married, your husband, if you're with your parents, they should also be as eager, as passionate as you, wanting to make a mark for yourself. I'm sure, Vishaka, so your mother has always been very instrumental for making you reach to the top. Does that happen with you? She's always been pushing you for this?
Yes, ma'am. Initially, when I got married in Karnal and my HQ was in Chandigarh, I was like, "Mummy, manage kaise hoga? How I'm gonna travel that?" And my mom is like, "Terko gaadi aati hai, go ahead."
Wow,
Just
lovely.
go ahead and grab it. But that day, I thought 5 hours is nothing to me. It is nothing to me.
Okay, and you drive yourself?
I drive myself. Yeah.
Okay, lovely, lovely, Vishaka. That is so inspiring. And I just knew it that, you're not seeing anything, but you just, focus, and your mother is extremely instrumental in pushing you to do this. I think, that's incredible. So good to hear that. But do you really feel that we are asking enough for ourselves most of the times? I mean, does that happen with you, Vishaka? Are you really asking enough for yourself? Are you like a demanding daughter or a demanding wife now?
I think I get everything before asking.
Yeah, lovely. Which is actually, looking at being more modest. Lovely, Vishaka. How about you, Ritika? How often do you go about demanding what you want?
I have always, it same goes like the way Vishaka said, I always get what I really want to have. And if there is something
But how about you, Atisha? How often are you really taking care of yourself and you're making sure that you get what you want?
I think I normally ask. I seek help if I am overwhelming, if I feel all of this is overwhelming, if there are days I have too much work, and even the household, there's just too much work. I think I seek help. I have my husband as my support system, actually. I mean, it's, sometimes you just say it. I know because I've seen him pitching whenever required. In fact, without me telling him pitching. Yes. So I think that's important. Even my parents and my brother. So, there are different things. There are certain things you want to talk about. So, you confide in your sibling, and certain things with your parents. So I normally seek help. I reach out. I feel if it's not working, if I feel I'm getting bogged down, I reach out. Both in terms of my professional work and even personal.
So then you ask that I need to go out for a dinner. So, we need a break.
I'm bored. I need to, I need to change. I don't feel like working. I need a change. I ask because, I think initially I thought somebody will read my mind. It doesn't happen. So you just get frustrated. I was like, no time, no point wasting time. Let me just seek help. When I don't get it, of course, that should worry you. But I feel if you seek help, you talk, you reach out, it's easier.
So it happens with you, right? He's able to read your mind, I hope.
Now, we're trying to.
Several
No,
years. Yeah, Vishaka, several years. And now he's able to read Atisha's mind.
starting to read.
Yeah, starting to read.
Starting to.
Okay, great. So I think the crux is that, really go out, because as women, we, I think, deserve the best, and it's important to really seek out. I've already spelled out, to my family that what is it that I'm wanting to buy next, whether it's related with a car or a jewelry. I put it down so that they have it in their mind, and they know that, how they can schedule it, whether in 3 months to 6 months, and I lay that down. So I've already done that for them, and I've told them what is that piece of jewelry that I need next, and so that they can all start planning. That's how it really starts putting across. So that's the best way to do it. So what would you like to tell, now, Vishaka, I'll start with you because you're the youngest of all of us, but now you also have a whole lot of experience, right? If I say you have to give an advice to a younger Vishaka, which is almost about 5 years back, then what would you say?
Fight for what you want.
Okay, lovely. So just fight for it.
Fight for what you want.
Fight for what you want. Lovely, Vishaka. Okay. Ritika, how about you? A younger Ritika. An advice, a mistake that you would have made and you feel that you could have made it better.
I would say that firstly, the foremost thing is that you really need to be confident and trust your dreams. You really that. If you are not trusting your dreams, you cannot make any other person to trust your dreams. You really be very clear that what you want to do, because I've seen even my batchmates at that time as well, I've seen that everyone is always into the confusing zone. What to do. You really need to be clear. Yeah, that is the advice which I would say, because later on when you depend on that's of no use. I think you really need to be clear from the starting stage that what you want to do.
Okay, lovely. And how about you, Atisha? What would you like to say to a younger Atisha?
I think it will be mostly find your kick. I mean, I'm still trying to find what gives you that kick. What gives you? So of course we all work. There's a job. There's a career. But I think you can only put so much if it gives you a kick in the morning. So I think it's important. The sooner you find, I have not been able to find. So I should have started, thinking about it a little earlier in my initial years. So one would be, and second would be initial 2-3 years of your career, you just have to learn and absorb. There is just so much. So, I was just out of the college. I was sort of thinking, no, this is not something an MBA should be asked to do. So there are things you somehow try and create that barrier in your mind. But I think it's important. Now I feel, yes, whatever menial task I was asked to do had some, it's really grown. But yeah, if you accept it, it's a little easier for you. So I think it's important in the first 2-3 years of your life, you just learn and spend more time, because all of us have more time when, staying at home. I mean, not our additional responsibilities. So I think that is important.
Yeah. So I'm not going to let you all go with that, advice for a younger self. So I'm going to now take you all into a series of a rapid fire. Yeah. Let's get ready for that. Yeah. Okay. So, and remember to really be fast with it. And so let me start with Vishaka on this, right? Vishaka, so I'm going to start with you. So tell me that if you were not into sales, into Reckitt Benckiser right now, what would you be?
Business tycoon.
Oh, lovely. My God, I love that. Okay. A quote that motivates you.
How good you are at your best and how best you are at your worst.
Wow, lovely. I think that's coming out like really prompt. Okay. Any one book or author that you would want to recommend everyone to read?
I'm not comfortable with the books, but there is one movie, that is The Intern.
Okay, The Intern. Okay.
The Intern.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Intern is great. And in the new normal, how do you see yourself, Vishaka? Which is now post-pandemic.
Just live your life at your best. Enjoy every day, every moment. That's it.
Okay, lovely. Enjoy the moment, right? You don't know what is happening up next. Lovely, yeah. Vishaka. I think that was fabulous. So let's go over to Ritika. Ritika, we will start the rapid fire with you. You've already heard the series of questions, so you would know. So let me put that out quickly so that, the answers are also coming up as fast as possible. If you were not into HR, what would you be?
I would sound crazy, but I really want to go for chartered accountancy.
Oh my goodness, that's completely different. Okay.
Because I was really a subject matter in accountants.
Okay.
And I really would like to go for that, if not being in HR, then.
Okay. And tell us a mantra that motivates you.
Be a dreamer and a doer. I really believe into this.
Okay. And believe in your dreams. Lovely.
Yes.
And any one book or author that you would want to recommend everyone should read?
These days, I'm reading a book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. So I'm really liking that book. Like you really get through very much about which habits to follow and how to achieve your success in the life. So Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Okay. Okay. Lovely, Ritika. And how about you, Atisha? So I'm going to come across to the questions. So sorry. So I'm going to ask one more question to Ritika. Ritika, tell me that how do you see yourself in the new normal?
I would love to travel more. Now I've understood the need of travel.
We're all missing it, badly. We're just wanting to travel.
No, exactly. I feel very strangulated these days. So now I want to travel more.
Okay. And yeah, basing it on HR, I'm sure you'll get several opportunities. Lovely. Thanks for sharing that, Ritika. So I'm going to come to you, Atisha. So let's make this quick. So if you were not into with JLL, what would you be? Oh, we can't hear you, Atisha. Atisha, unmute yourself. Yeah.
Sorry. So I think a lawyer or a radio jockey. I know both are.
A radio jockey. Okay, I like that more.
Nice.
Okay, and what about a mantra that motivates you?
Persistence and determination is all you need.
Yeah, that's so true. So tell me one book that motivates you or an author.
So since it's a special occasion, Women's Day, so it has to be a women author. So Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg.
Okay, lovely.
Of Facebook. Very interesting read.
Okay, interesting. And how do you see yourself in the new normal now?
I'm actually planning a travel. So Ritika, I am with you. I'm actually planning a travel in the next 2 months. So yeah, I'm going to travel more because I think it's important. You don't know when the next yeah. So I will be locked again maybe. So yeah, I think that's on my mind.
Okay, so post that was fabulous, Atisha and Ritika and Vishaka. Thanks for sharing all of that, and of course, celebrating Women's Day together. So let me also share these list of questions with you. So if I was not into education or if I was not an academician, then I would definitely be into an industry of glamour, which probably attracted me years back, and I would have definitely gone there still. And a quote that really motivates me, and I want to send this out to everyone, who is watching this, is that you need to believe in the power that you have. If you have it, then just tap into it and make sure that you're able to take out, loads and loads from it, because there's so much more that you can do what you're doing right now. And one book that I would want to recommend to everyone is The Ikigai, which really helps. And a lot of women really struggle with finding out the real purpose that they're living in for, and I strongly recommend that book should be read. It's a Japanese concept and it's a beautiful read because it tells you that are you really headed in the right direction or not. And in the new normal, contrary to what you've shared, which is Ritika has shared and Atisha has shared, that you want to all travel, and of course Vishaka has constantly been traveling, I think, in any which case on an everyday basis. I'm going to be completely the opposite to that, and I have seen that in the new normal, I only want to be virtual. I only want to be online because I think that's the best way to spend time with your closed ones and, without having to get into the trouble of traveling. So I've really loved this new normal, and that's how I see myself going in. So on that note, thank you so much, Vishaka, Atisha, and Ritika. Lovely to share that piece of conversation with you all, right? So go ahead and enjoy the Women's Day. It's, still a full day. Get yourselves pampered and make sure that everyone that you come across with, you're having to remind them to wish you all as well on the same, right? So wishing you all and have a great day and a happy Women's Day again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
Wish
so
you
much.
the same.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Okay.